Alright guys, real talk for a second. Now, for those of you who have been watching the Tales of Retrospective series, awesome, we love you for it. However, we have some bad news. The newest episode, episode 1, part 3, which was literally just about movie length, was taken down. Not willingly by us, but when we had first uploaded the video, we had gotten like not a copyright strike, but we got like a match third-party content, which whenever one of your videos gets that usually means that you can't claim it, and you can't get essentially money for it. So, of course, naturally, we were gonna appeal, or file a dispute, because with an hour and 30 minutes of literal work that took months to do, it's our video, we had every right to claim it, it's ours, we made it. And apparently some nameless, actually no, not nameless, some really dick music company by the name of Victor something, and it wasn't any, because it had a few seconds of music in it, that wasn't even any major music. It was not an opening theme, it didn't have any lyrics in it, there was nothing to the track. It was literally a boss theme. And because we used a specific boss theme that started at a certain time code, they struck the whole video, they took it down, they hit the Brotherhood of Gaming with a copyright strike, which is now stuck with us until April. And so our license to live stream on the channel has been revoked, which honestly doesn't hurt us in any way, because YouTube has probably one of the crappiest streaming services I've ever seen, so we've never used it anyway, nor do I know anybody that ever did. I mean, that's kind of what Twitch is for. And a couple other things were revoked, but again, nothing that we used, or nothing that really mattered. We can still claim all of our videos, we can still upload whatever we want, we can still use thumbnails, we can still do everything. But the fact that we now have that hovering over our heads until April is a really, really crap deal. And it was literally a few seconds of a boss theme, like a montage of footage where we're fighting a boss, specifically Douse, in the Retrospective, Part 3. And just because of that few seconds out of a whole hour and 30 minutes of our hard work and stuff that we own was completely taken, completely shut down. We got a strike for it, and now I'm having to re-render the video. It's re-rendering right now as we speak, actually. It's in the background. It's saving in. I had to take out the music, and I used the same track, but I used a different version, one that should be fine and not copyright at all, because if no other music got copyright, which is in the same album, this one should be fine. Again, should. I'd hate to find out that this one's copyright too, and if it is, then I'm really caught between a rock and a hard place, and I'm going to have to rely on friends for remixes that they make, because there's no way you're taking those. But this just goes to show how out of hand this whole copyright claim thing has gotten. Because this is a livelihood. Sure, we do this for fun. We do it because we like it. We do it because it's entertaining for you guys. We do it because we like doing it. But at the same time, this is kind of one of my livelihoods. And when all of these companies out of the woodwork, and they might not directly be even doing it, however, I think they might have for this one, because there are certain companies that do actually go out of their way just to be jerks. And say that, oh, you can't use any of our stuff, regardless of the fair use policy or clause, regardless of you being able to use it legally for entertainment, well, not entertainment, but for educational reasons, which we did. Yeah, we didn't just upload the song like we were trying to claim it or anything. That wasn't the purpose. That's not how it worked. What we did was completely fair use, and it was fair. We did not break any laws, but apparently people were talking to me about how these companies love to ignore that. So, because of that, we now have to suffer for quite a few months until April to get that bad strike off our heads. I don't know if it physically does anything again, can't stream on YouTube, but oh no. But just the fact that how bogus that whole ordeal is, because now I've got to re-render a whole hour and 30-minute video, which is not an easy render. That's a long video, and that's a long time to render. It's going to take all day to do. And I got to hope it goes through. I've got to hope that the new music that I added in does not get claimed or spat upon. So it's really very troublesome to have to be able to do this. Like, it has gotten out of hand. These guys are terrible people. They don't take into account what this does to other people, what this does, how this affects them. Like, I get it. If you're illegally uploading movies, if you're illegally uploading them by part, if you're illegally uploading music and claiming it, I get it. Yeah, that's bad. What we're doing, completely unrelated. I mean, we may have a few seconds of footage or music to back up an argument or back up a statement or have in the background. That doesn't mean that we're using it. That is completely fair. But apparently, that's not good enough. So, we got a copyright strike, one, and apparently we got, I got a message from YouTube saying that if you get 2 more, your whole account is going to be deleted. Which, you know, considering how we're partnered and how our videos do work for YouTube in a sense, you'd think that these guys would go out of their way to at least protect that. Unfortunately, no. Not the case. Yeah, screw you little guys. The big corporations out there, we cater to them and only them. Like, screw your livelihood. Yeah, so... And I really do feel for all of the other people out there who have suffered these issues. It's terrible. It's not fun. Because now you really have to limit yourself. You have to kind of constantly worry about what you're putting in your own video just to see, or be always having to have that anxiety in the background, like, is there something in this video at all that they could claim as their own and just screw me over entirely? Well, that's perfect start to a perfect day. Spontaneous video, spontaneous. Yeah, I know it's not the best, but it's just a quick one. Because people suggested, why don't I make a video about it? Why don't I discuss this issue? Like, maybe it'll help me out. No, it does help to talk about it, but... So yeah, Tales of Retrospective Episode 1 Part 3 was taken down. I guess the most upsetting part about that is the feedback was so good. Like, a lot of you guys liked that video so much. Like, there were so many likes, there were so many wonderful comments, there were so many, like, views for it. Like, it got a lot of love, more than we initially thought it was going to get at first. And now all of that is gone, and now, because all of you sat through that whole long video once and said what you said, I highly doubt we're going to get the same feedback for it. Like, in fact, I'm sure, like, the views are not going to be nearly as high, the likes aren't going to be nearly as high, the comments are going to probably be non-existent, which means that the video is going to be on very low tier, even though it's an hour and 30 minutes and a lot of hard work. All that months of hard work is literally, in the end, amounting to very, very, very little. And I guess that's what really upsets me the most is, yeah, having the copyright strike on the account, yeah, that's bad too. Because I don't know if that overall is going to limit us or if that's going to hurt us when we try to do things with other people. I don't know. Find out as time goes on. But yeah, it just sucks that a lot of really good people and a lot of really good videos have to suffer this because some real jerk of companies really just want to ruin it for everybody and want to have all the money into themselves. Like, it's got to be mine. I got to have all the money. You guys are terrible people, man. So, that's pretty much all I can say about the situation. Thanks for supporting the show. I don't even know what to title this video. Like, Tales of Retrospective Part 3 taken down. I don't know. Well, we'll see where it goes from here. We're not going to stop the Tales of Retrospective. We're not going to stop anything. Everything's going to still go full force. But, yeah, now I've really got to just be careful on remixes and... If anything, the music is the stuff that's going to get you. And you know what really stuns me? is that of all the music that we used in the video, that's the one that got claimed. I mean, we had Back to the Future stuff in it. Like, again, nothing that wasn't legally fair to use. But yeah, we had Back to the Future in the background for some scenes. We had sound effects from other movies for some scenes. We had Spaceballs in there for a few scenes. Like, so many other things that you really thought would have gotten claimed never got claimed. But the most unlikely thing did. It was a boss theme that had no lyrics in it. It was just a musical score and a background to a game. It wasn't even an opening theme. It was not a Tales song. It was just a Tales track. And it got claimed. Like, the most unlikely thing, and that was it. Weird. See, that's just how messed up this whole thing is. Well, anyway. Well, that's something special. See you guys.